will catch you.
Well, this movie was 50 Shades of what the fuck? What's up, meatballs? Mr. Meathook here, bringing you another Wild Eye Wednesday. This week, as you saw by the thumbnail and the title, we're watching Parts Unknown from 2018. It was written and directed by Richard Chandler. The tagline is, "All beauty must die." I will say this, if you were to do a drinking game for All Beauty Must Die, like where you take a drink every time they say that in the movie, you'd probably die. Because I say it a lot. It is a wrestling, supernatural, sci-fi, what the fuck. If you watch the trailer, it gives the impression that the movie is heavily focused on wrestling. And there is wrestling in the movie, but not nearly as much as you would think, judging by the trailer. This movie is nuts. Like, seriously nuts. I want to say right off the bat, I hate this cover. I hate it so much. It reminds me so much of those blue and orange generic sci-fi and action movie covers. I'm not a fan of this palette on box covers or movie posters. And that's just me. I mean, obviously, if you dig it, cool. More power to you. I'm not going to judge you for digging it, but I am not a fan. I don't even know where to start with this. So let's start with the acting. The acting is uneven. There's some decent acting. There's some really bad acting. The gore also is uneven. Some of it is really good, and some of it is really bad. I didn't notice any blatant editing errors or visible equipment or crew or anything like that. So on a technical level, I guess it's okay. There was a lot of like blue and pink lighting, kind of like you would see in like Color Out of Space, a lot of that kind of stuff. This has Jake the Snake Roberts in it, but only as a voice. He is the voice of the character called The Holiness. I don't know how to grade this movie. Okay, I want to start with the fact that it's an hour and 56 minutes long. Way too long, in my opinion. It should have been 75, 80, maybe 90 minutes. Not nearly 2 hours. There were definitely some scenes that could have been cut down for the sake of time and pacing. 2 mid-credit sequences, when the movie was already too long as it was, is too much. And they didn't add anything. Like, really, they didn't add anything to the movie. That's the worst part about these particular mid-credit scenes, is they didn't add anything to the story. Now, on to some fucked up shit that happens in the movie, where you're like, what the fuck am I watching? There is a scene in a wrestling match where one of the wrestlers pulls out a pair of pruning shears. Not hedge clippers, the big ones, the little ones, pruning shears. She pulls out a set of pruning shears and she cuts off her opponent's nipple and then stabs her in the nipple hole where her nipple was. Good effect, but what the fuck? In a wrestling match. And then secondly, there was a scene towards the end where a girl is raped by another girl wearing a strap-on dildo covered with razor blades. What the fuck? Like, I thought that was pretty shocking for a Wild Eye movie. I mean, I know they get a little extreme sometimes, but that's more of something I would have expected to find in an unearthed film. Not offended by it, but like, whoa, just like it caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting that. But I don't know how to rate this because it was a lot to take in. And there was so many what the fuck moments that I'm not sure if I liked it or if I hated it. So I will give it a tentative 5 out of 10. And then if I watch it again, when I revisit it, I will do a re-review and I'll give you an accurate score then. But for now, I'm going to sit at a 5 just because I don't know if I hated it or if I liked it. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, make sure you join me every Wednesday, sometimes live, sometimes video format like this for Wild Eye Wednesday. But yeah, this one is streaming on Prime. I'm not sure about Tubi, but I know it's streaming on Prime. So if you don't own it physically, you can check it out there. Yeah, you have to judge for yourself. Anyways, guys, next week, at the request of Have Cheetah Will Review, we're going to be watching Impact Event with Michael Berryman and Richard Grieco and Margaret O'Brien. Academy Award winner Margaret O'Brien in a Wild Eye movie. What? Yep. So, stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, I want you to be cool, be spoopy, and support independent horror. Deuces.